James, you posted a meme on Friday that I really want to talk about. You posted this meme about Blockbuster, and it's the 90s, and your dad buys you a couple videos, or rents you a couple videos, and it feels good, is what the meme says. Something like that. And when I read it, it created this violent flashback. Like the kind of flashback that you're transported, you can smell it, you can feel it, you can hear it, you're there. And I just want to talk about that. I want to talk about Blockbuster and, in my case, Hollywood Video. Hollywood Video, for all the young people that don't know what Hollywood Video was, Hollywood Video was just Blockbuster or Family Video. You just go, or a store version of a Redbox if you were really that young. And you would go there and you would rent DVDs, or in the mid to late 90s, like for me, VHS tapes, and you would rent them for a week or so and bring them back. And your meme, it brought back some memories about Hollywood Video that I just want to share. And what I want to share is something that horrified me as a kid. It's something about me. I love horror movies. James, you know this. I love horror. I love Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. I love the 80s slasher movies. The Shining's one of my favorite movies ever. The Thing's one of my favorite movies ever. I love Alien and Aliens, and I even somewhat love the rest of the Alien movies. I love them all to death, and I seek out horror movies just for funsies, and horror shows, and horror comics, and horror media, just to do this. But when I was a kid, one thing that horrified me about Blockbuster or in Hollywood Video was the horror aisle. The horror aisle, it just scared the heck out of me when I was a kid, because I would go down this aisle and there would be these scary names, words, pictures, blood, fangs, faces, ghosts, what have you, on these VHS tapes, right? Yeah, back in the day, they used to put a lot of whatever. There was a Wild West of graphic depiction of what is in a movie on a VHS tape, right? And I don't know if it was because I was scared or because the Hollywood Video and Blockbuster were just very sensory overload places. But I would go down this horror aisle, and I would feel something that I wouldn't get down the sci-fi, the action, the comedy, or the Disney, or the whatever aisle, right? I would just have goosebumps. My hair would stand up. I'd be like, all these things everywhere, and then I would be horrified, right? And it was really strange because I would go down there and I would see these movies that I have seen by the time I was 8 or 10, which might explain a few things wrong with me right now. But I would see the cover of The Fly. I would see the cover of The Thing. I'd see the cover of Friday the 13th and movies like Virus and all these things. All these things that I would have watched on the Sci-Fi channel, or every Saturday and Sunday back then. I don't know if they still do it now. They would play for a solid block of from 6 to noon, all these sci-fi movies, back to back to back to back, and I would sit there and just watch all of them. I would just be so scared down this aisle that I couldn't. It was like sensory overload. And when I saw your meme, that feeling just rushed over me. I could smell the thick shag carpet of the Hollywood Video and the Blockbuster. I could smell the paper coverings of the VHS tapes. Yeah, back in the day, the VHS tape coverings were just like paper. It was just like some kind of hard stock paper, and you could smell it, and you could the plastic, and it was just a very different sense of being in a VHS aisle or being in a DVD aisle. I don't know if it's because the VHS tapes were going on 10, 15 years at this point, and they were more stinky than normal stinky, but yeah. It's like, ooh, the Vietnam flashbacks of the horror film aisle. Yeah, so your meme just brought back this wave of memories. And I don't think it's nostalgia, because I don't miss any of that. I am perfectly happy with Netflix and, like, buying things on Steam or PlayStation Network, or never holding a VHS tape again. But, yeah, it just brought back this memories of all that stuff. Everything's a lot more convenient now, but, you know, it's just, it's so weird that, like, you know, the older we get, I'm 29, right? So I'm not really that old, but we're starting to get into, because at work I'm getting these interns, and these interns, I get older and they get younger, right? Just disparities happening. And so we get farther and farther away from the Blockbuster, remembering Blockbuster, remembering Hollywood Video, remembering Borders, remember Borders Bookstore, remembering a time before Amazon. Just like we're getting farther and farther from that. I'm not saying that it was better back then, and really, like, what I hate about nostalgia is people put the rose tinted glasses on. I'm like, wow, things were so much better back then, and I'm like, no, they weren't. I'd rather, like, just me, because I don't have kids. Maybe this is something you need to share with your kids that you'd like to do. Like, you all like to go down to the Hollywood Video together and go down the horror aisle and scare the crap out of your kids. But yeah, just me being no kids, me and my wife just sitting at home, being able to rent from Amazon a movie, being able to download something off PlayStation Network, being able to just not leave the house. I guess this is what it's coming down to. That's what I like, but maybe there is something for some people, just that experience of, like, going to a Hollywood Video and being able to go to, like, the anime aisle, yeah, right, the Japanese animation aisle, picking out a Dragon Ball Z Cell Saga VHS tape and being like, oh, I watched this when I was a kid, let's go home and watch this. But yeah, your meme just made all that stuff just flood back into my brain. So yeah, how are you doing? How's things on the West Coast, you know? I mean, you're 2,000 miles away from me now, and I'm sad that the quarantine made us start this YouTube channel, but I look forward to all the stupid stuff we'll ruminate on and learn about and build off of together. So yeah, James, I hope you had a great week, and I look forward to hearing from you. See you later.